Good afternoon, Jason Shepard here with the AnchorRoom. Today we're going to talk about the tools needed for this installation. This is a general tint installation video, and in front of you you're going to find a microfiber towel, a felt tip squeegee, application fluid, which is 1 milliliter of baby shampoo to 32 ounces of water, and just that also by itself, water in a spray bottle on the right hand side. The reason we are going to use application fluid and water: application fluid is soapy water, so we can place the item on the vehicle, position it to where we want it. Then we will use the water by itself to wash out any soap residue to get the item to stick. One item not shown in this installation is the actual heat gun itself, which may be required for tapering edges. Alright, this is for a third brake light on focus, the tint. I want to show you the piece before we put it on the car because it is particular. There is intentionally a oval that's been cut out of this piece because there's actually a squirter over here underneath that squirts the rear windshield for the rear windshield wiper. So first, of course, we want to prep the surface. It's already been cleaned. As you can tell, it's still wet. The rest of the installation is very straightforward. We want to make sure that we center the piece left to right, and that we have enough material to flip her across and over the lens. As I mentioned in most of my videos, we intentionally cut our material just slightly larger so it does taper around the lens, so it looks better on the car. So having said that, we're going to spray the lens itself heavily with application fluid. We're going to do the same thing with the tint piece. We're then going to center it in place. And once you have it centered in place, and remember, I want to make sure that you pay attention to this top piece, because we want to make sure that we just have probably about a 32nd to 64th of an inch that falls over and tapers on the edge. Also, it's been cut larger here for the rounded edges to make sure it looks good and it again tapers the lens. Once you have it in place like so, the rest of it is very straightforward. I would move left from the center and right from the center just with your thumb to remove the excess liquid, and at that point you just want to kind of just taper it towards the back. And I'm going to flip open the hatch at this point to kind of show you the rest of that installation, but it's very straightforward. So here we go. I just wanted to give you this shot real quick to show you that squirter on the rear windshield and show you why that oval is cut out. As you can tell, it's right there. As I mentioned just a second ago, making sure everything is centered left to right, just dropping it from that point moving forward is very straightforward, and everything falls right into place. At this point, if you have a squeegee, it might not be a bad deal to use it. As you can tell, once again, it's very straightforward installation. Just work your way from the center out. And I'm actually going to drop the hatch back and show you the contouring of this around the lens, and then we'll be done. Alright, here we go. We're back to that normal frame here, using a little heat. Felt tip squeegee does a good job, especially on that tight top ridge, because you can heat it and just kind of almost push it into place, even that flat side sometimes. But as you can tell, all of that lens is perfectly tapered when we do that. And what I really wanted you to see in this part of the video is what I'm going to show you next, which is this contouring edge right here. This is about applying a little heat, and we're going to pretty much just force the microfiber towel between the groove here, just a little bit at a time, because remember, what we're doing with the heat gun again is contouring the material to the lens, removing excess liquid, and getting it to stick. But it almost looks like an OEM lens once you're done. I also want to warn you here, remember there's that screw hole there. You don't want to press down too hard in that general area because of course we don't want to pull the film from the edge. Here's the excess. See what I'm doing here? I'm forcing that microfiber towel around the bend into the crevice. Just repeat that on the other side, and we'll have a beautiful looking lens.